Hello my dear viewer, kindly join me. Let's learn how to make this beautiful and gorgeous dress in just a matter of 6 minutes. First, then marking my starting point. Over here I'll be marking my bust point, my waist point, my hip point, and my full length. I'll be squaring that out as well. At this side, I'll be marking my shoulder divided by 2. Here, I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. I'll go ahead and square that out. This is our chest line. Next, I'll go ahead and divide my armhole line divided by 2. Mark it that way. Come in by half an inch. My bust circumference divided by 4. I'll mark it over here, and I'll go ahead and connect these 3 points that way. We now have our bust line, our waistline, our hip line, and the full length of our dress. At my waistline, I'll be dividing my waist circumference divided by 4 plus half an inch for ease, and then half an inch for the sewing allowance. I'll come here and also add that half an inch sewing allowance at the chest line. Here I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 plus half an inch for ease and half an inch for sewing allowance. At my hip line, wherever I was getting there, I'll move to my full length and take away 1 inch from there, and that is where I'll mark. Alright, now here I'll step up by 1 inch and step down by 1 inch as well. I'll go ahead and draw a straight line through those 3 points that way, and I'll be connecting it to my waistline this way, and then to the full length of my dress that way. This is just to get rid of the hip bulginess. You know, the hip is not all that sharp. If you were to go ahead and connect it to the hip point straight away, it will be pointed and it will be sharp when you wear your outfit. At this part, I'll divide my armhole line divided by 2. I'll go ahead and square it. I'll also come here and extend my chest line to that part that way. After I was done with that, I'll just go ahead and cut out. Before I even cut out, let me draw a straight line this way. This is where we'll be starting our back pattern from. This was our last week tutorial, and this is how it was looking on me. Yes, this looks gorgeous on me. If you've not had the opportunity to watch this video, oh my gosh, you are really missing out a lot. You definitely need to go and check this video out. It includes the drafting, the cutting, the sewing, and the styling as well. Once I was done cutting out the back, I'll go ahead and place the back piece that way. For the back, our chest line is going to be used as our neck line, so I'll go ahead and cut it out to that point. So here I don't want the back to be all that straight. I'll go ahead and step down by 1 inch and draw a line through this way. This will kind of make the center back a bit slopey. After that, I'll pick the front piece, cut it out through this way. I'll come to the waistline and also cut it out. Here I will step down by 2 inches and step up by 2 inches as well. I'll go ahead and rule lines to meet with the end that way. And next is to go ahead and also cut it. When you are cutting, don't just cut through. After that, I'll pick my fabric piece, fold it, put the back on it. I realized my skirt length was going to be short. Just go ahead and increase it by 4 inches, and I'll go ahead and cut it out this way. As for the sewing allowance, it was ½ inch I used for the sewing allowance when I was drafting, so I decided to add additional ½ an inch to now make it 1 inch. Are you into anything sewing, anything fashion designing, anything tailoring, or anything DIY? Then I would definitely recommend Venus Lydia YouTube channel for you. This is the home of fashion. Once I was done with that, let's go ahead and cut out the back facing. I'll place my back pattern this way. My fabric was unfolded, and I'll just cut it out this way. I would definitely recommend Venus Lydia YouTube channel for you. This is the home of fashion. In this channel, we eat, we breathe, we talk, we drink, we discuss, we learn, we teach, we do everything fashion designing, we do everything tailoring, everything sewing, and everything DIY. You definitely need to subscribe and be part of the family. I'll go ahead and do what we call spreading. Yeah, I'm going to be spreading it by 0.7 inches at the waist area, and I'll go ahead at this part. I'll just spread it by 4 inches. Yes. Thank you very much for subscribing. Don't also forget to like, share to your mates. Once I was done with that, I'll go ahead and cut out as shown. My dear viewer, can you boldly state the differences between ironing and pressing? If you are not sure or you want to confirm the knowledge you have already, then I have a video on my channel. This is how the thumbnail of the video is looking. Kindly do all to check that video out after this particular video. In fact, you need to start using the right expressions for the right actions as a fashion designer. At this point, I will draw a straight line to pass through that point. And here I also draw another straight point, and I'll go ahead and reshape the armhole area that way. Here I'm going to be marking from the neckline to this part and also come measure that same length on this part of our fabric piece. And I'll go ahead and fold it in that way. Next is to go ahead and cut it out as drawn. This is to make sure they will not be joining at our cowl neck area, and that part is going to serve as the interfacing for the cowl neck area. Kindly do all to join me in the part 2 of this video, where we are going to be transforming this pattern drafting into this.